The one thing everyone was talking about was Keke Palmer and Usher. This whole incident with her, is it her husband or boy? I don't think it's her husband. Is it her husband? I should have researched this before. I'm sorry. Boyfriend. Yeah, I didn't think they were married. So I know you guys have all heard. Keke Palmer goes to an Usher show. Usher brings her on stage. Keke's got an outfit with her booty out. She's like really like giving Usher the bedroom eyes and everything. And then all of a sudden, her boyfriend gets on social media and basically, berates her a little bit and is not happy with the outfit. He's really not happy she danced up on Usher. And I think, looking at it from every perspective, and I took a few days to comment on this because I want to make sure I got the whole story, and I just think it's everybody's fault and it's nobody's fault at the same time. Because Usher's shows in Vegas, he's selling sex, like not to the extent of like strippers and everything. It's more like it's a sexy vibe. It's a sexy concert. You get dressed up. You're like, yeah, it's the concert you're supposed to go to, and then you go back and with your lady and handle business. And the show's got more women than men in it. I mean, he's a sex symbol. So by Keke going up there on stage with that outfit with her ass out, yeah, it's probably a little, I don't want to say disrespectful. It's a little inappropriate if you got a dude. But at the same time, the dude, her boyfriend, was posting pictures of her and videos of her and basically showing off her ass. So he's proud of it. So it's like, again, it's everybody's fault, nobody's fault. For me, I don't want to take a girl. I'm not taking a girl to an Usher concert and letting her wear an outfit where her ass is out. And knowing Usher brings people on stage and serenades people and goes in the audience. No, we're not doing that. Yeah, you're going to dress a little more conservative than that, if you ask me. Call me insecure. I don't know. Call me. I'm just real about this. But to publicly shame her and go to social media with it, that was an insecure move, bro. You can't do stuff like that. You handle that stuff in-house. You don't go, especially when you was flaunting her butt. And now you're mad because she had her butt next to Usher. So, like I said, it's everybody's fault, nobody's fault. But you never take that stuff to social media. You're talking about coming from a guy that got dragged on social media through my divorce. Yeah, it's just not it's not fun. And it just, I don't know. Some things you got to keep in house. That's what we're missing in the world today. Everybody wants to go to social media with their issues with people instead of just handling it in house. And even if you can't get a hold of I'm not gonna get into it. But either way, I'll give you an example. Now Keke shouldn't have gone on stage and flirted with Usher either. She should have known I got a dude at the house. So anytime you see like people looking at each other with them bedroom eyes, there's been a couple instances. I remember at the Oscars when Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper was singing their song "Shallow," and they was like this close. And I was like, oh, they're about to kiss, and you could see Bradley Cooper's woman in the audience. She was not happy. So I'm like, I feel you, baby girl. It's awkward. It's awkward, and not saying they did anything wrong. They was quote unquote in character, but when people have chemistry. You just know it. And I'll give you an example of like what I thought was a cool thing that happened. So I was in Vegas about a year ago, and I'm with this young lady, and she had her friends with her, and her friends wanted to go see Thunder from Down Under. And I that wasn't on my list, but I'm being a team player, so I go, and I'm the only guy. It's like 6 girls and me at Thunder from Down Under. And it's COVID, we still had to wear the mask. So we're there with mask on. And so it's probably about a year and a half. And a little less, not about a year. Anyways, if you ever go to Thunder from Down Under, ladies, if you go, if you want to have a good time and enjoy it, yeah, it's honestly, it's worth it. It's fun. It's entertaining. It is what it is. But as a guy, it's funny because all the guys that go there, we start looking around at the other guys like, all right, you don't tell nobody I'm here. I ain't going to tell nobody you're here. And what they do is like there's 4 different times that they bring women on stage. They take them out of the audience and bring them on stage. And I noticed the first time it's very almost PG-ish. They don't do a lot the first time. The first girl gets on stage, it's just like they get a little, not even lap dance, they just dance around a little bit. The second girl comes on stage, and the show's about an hour and a half. There's a little more touching and feeling. The third girl, it was a lot more touching and feeling. I'm like, wait a minute. The progression of this is every time they bring a girl on stage, it's getting more and more freakier. The 4th time, the guy comes directly towards the girl that I'm there with. And I went, what? And then he tried to grab her. He goes, ugh, and she goes, oh no. And he was like, and then he grunted and walked away. And I go, what was that? And keep in mind, you got women, and I'm sure just like at the Usher concert, throwing themselves. They want to come on stage. They want it. They might be at their bachorette party. They might be just wilding with their girlfriends. And I kept thinking, why would a dude come to this chick? He clearly sees I'm sitting next to her. And then, but the fact that she didn't go, I was like, oh. I kind of looked at her like, all right, this might be a ride or die kind of thing. And then the girl they did bring on stage, oh my God. They had her on the ground. I think there was baby oil involved. They was grinding on her. At one point, I think she grabbed this package. I was like, whoa, this is a lot. I was like, and I kept looking like, man, if they'd have brought the girl I'm with on that stage, I honestly, I would have felt some kind of way. I'd have been looking like, oh, okay. I'm not going to go to social media and say anything, but I might have been like, but the fact that she said no, I was like, oh, all right. So, like I said, with the Keke and Usher thing, nobody's fault and everybody's fault. I'm not going to let my girl I'm with wear an outfit with her ass out going to an Usher concert. I'm just not going to let that happen. But I'm not judging because the dude was showing off her ass a week before on social media. So, I don't know. Much ado about nothing and a lot of something. But you're showing your insecurity when you go to social media and complain about that stuff. That's all I'm saying.